My name is Rakesh Shonak. I came into accountancy as a conscious decision. I actually wanted to be an accountant. I trained with, having done my degree in mathematics, I trained with an earlier version of BDO, Story Harewood, who are a major accountancy practice. And at that stage they were very similar to what McIntyre Hudson represents currently, a medium-sized practice. I was made a manager soon after qualifying and was looking for a partner position very quickly, joined McIntyre Hudson and achieved that objective. The thing that really excites me about accountancy is that one's not only dispensing technical advice, but you're actually helping clients with their business. What we're looking for in interviewing a candidate is a match between the job that we're offering and our perception of the skill set that they have. What I'm looking for is two things: how they actually present themselves, i.e. their dress code, how they're dressed, and how they articulate themselves. Is it businesslike and professional, or is it very relaxed? Initially, one forms a very quick view of whether a candidate is going to be suitable or not, based on very first impressions. First impressions are the way they're dressed. It should be professional rather than casual, because they're entering a professional environment, and even in these days of fairly relaxed dress code, there is a certain dress code, particularly here in the city, so we expect that. We expect the candidate to be confident but not overconfident in the way they actually enter the room. The way they actually greet you is very important. Just a handshake and literally good morning, how do you do, rather than hello Rakesh, pleased to meet you, and over effusive. So those first impressions are very important. Preparation I would recommend for candidates before coming to interview is background reading and homework about the firm. Going onto our website, being able to tell us a little bit about the firm that they're hoping to join, and more importantly, the reasons. Rather than saying, I've applied to 6 medium-sized practices and you're a medium-sized practice, it's more about the business of McIntyre Hudson. For example, we have defined a number of business sectors, a bit of knowledge about that. We recruit at various levels, from juniors, i.e. people who have just graduates have just completed college, university, through to people at very senior levels. I get involved in recruitment, the third stage of the recruitment, where it's been through the initial process. And what I look for in that interview is the candidate's preparedness for the job. Do they really understand what role they're entering into, or is it just a job that they're going for? 3 things. Be certain that accountancy is for you, because although we have a very wide offer to our clients, accountancy is principally how we describe ourselves. So make sure that you understand the business of accountancy and make sure you know what you're coming into. Make sure that you've done the homework. Make sure that you understand the firm. Make sure you understand first, as I said, the actual role, then the firm. So understanding the big picture, then cascading that down to actually understanding the firm. And thirdly, commitment. Demonstrate your commitment to actually fulfilling those 2 criteria. Work experience is quite important, because I think, again, it's the ethic and the discipline that goes with work. I use work in a very general sense, because we wouldn't necessarily be looking for experience in an accountancy field. Just being in tune with what's involved, being able to articulate yourself both internally with your colleagues and interact with clients as well is quite important. A trainee going out on his first audit needs to understand 2 things. One is that he is an ambassador of the practice of the firm, and he therefore needs to present the best possible face of the firm. And 2, to understand that they need to be sensitive to the client's own requirements. Make sure you understand not just the fact that you're delivering a service to them, but that you are looking to become a trusted advisor. You want to get the client's trust, and make sure you understand what the client wants and represent the firm properly.